All right, guys, that was the Ledger Stax. This is the new cryptocurrency hardware wallet we're taking a first look at. It's the first new device for a crypto hardware wallet from Ledger in almost 4 years now. So let's dive in and talk about the price. Let's talk about some of the coin support. Most importantly, I want to address here as the big elephant in the room is security. And let's take a look at if it's worth it and whether or not I'm actually going to use it or get it. So stay tuned. You do not want to miss this one. All right, guys, welcome back. So obviously we saw the little trailer intro of the new Ledger Stax. It actually looks kind of cool. There's a few things that they missed in my opinion. There's a few things they got right. So let's kind of break this down and just do a quick overview. Before I get into it, I want to state that historically, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that the user experience on the Ledger Nano S and the Ledger Nano X has been extremely poor because of its small and just basically not user-friendly device at all. I mean, it's just a pain to sign and send transactions, to kind of toggle between your PIN, and to actually use it has been a painful experience. It's not been joyful. It appears that they solved this problem by getting a larger touchscreen display, so it'll at least be easier to interact with. But I'm glad that they addressed that problem, but let's take a look at it, and you may not like the price tag for what you get. So starting off from there, obviously we saw the video intro of what it looks like, what it's doing. It stacks, you can customize it, it has batteries, it has locks, you can use NFTs as a lock screen. As far as the landing page goes, they're really just trying to focus and market here towards having a lock screen, kind of like a cell phone, where you can customize it, you can use an NFT. Not bad, it's actually kind of cool. You can upload your own picture if you want to, and just really sort of make it a more customized experience. They say here it's trusted by millions, they have sold millions of devices. Uncompromised security though, we're gonna get into that in a minute. I don't think that's the case, but so they say. Let's move on to the next size. Now, built for your convenience, palm size. So they finally got a touchscreen display. It's not a full color touchscreen OLED display or even LCD display, but it's an e-ink display, which is better for battery life. You really don't need a color display unless you just have a color NFT that you want. But as far as like the e-ink display goes, it's more of like the reason they did that is because one, it's cheaper, and number two, you can still read it and it saves battery life. So from a business standpoint, I understand why they went with e-ink as opposed to like a color touchscreen. What they're saying here is basically it still works with the Ledger Live app, same as you would on a mobile device with the Ledger Nano X. Let's take a look at some of the sort of features and differences, and then we'll look at how it compares against the Ledger Nano S and the Ledger Nano X, and I will end on the price. So brace yourself for that one. So they're really trying to market and go towards the Web3 user experience, which may or may not be true in this case. I do know that the Ledger Live desktop app and the mobile app, they've had a lot of upgrades and enhancements, so they are trying to make it more Web3 NFT friendly, which I actually like. That's good. And so I think this is sort of the next evolution of the device that they really should have. So they're at least moving in the right direction because they've addressed a lot of the user experience complaints. They've addressed a lot of the storage complaints. It looks like with this device and the overall usability of the device. Some of the frequently asked questions are just basic crypto security questions. How do I migrate my funds? How is it secure? How do I transfer? And this device isn't out yet, by the way. I'll leave a link down in the description in case you want to take a look at it if you do want to pre-order it, but it's not coming till allegedly March of 2023, but you can pre-order it now, as you can see here. So I want to talk about some of the technical specifications, and we'll take a quick look at how it compares. So they're promoting here that it's aluminum and plastic, which is the same physical materials as the Ledger Nano S and the Ledger Nano X. And they said with embedded magnets for stackability. Now, I don't know who's stacking hardware wallets and why that's a needed feature. I think that that's just something that they figured that they could do to make it unique. And I guess to some degree that's true. But from an actual like usability standpoint, I don't have multiple wallets stacked on top of each other. They're kept in a secure location except for when I'm using them. So unless someone's going to buy multiple of these wallets and leave them all stacked on a desk for whatever reason, I don't see the real purpose of this other than it's just sort of like a bells and whistles kind of thing. The big elephant in the room I want to address here is security. As you can see here, they didn't upgrade. They had a great opportunity here to upgrade the security element chip, to find something that's unique, that's innovative, that is different than the Ledger Nano X. They didn't. It's literally the same chip as the Ledger Nano X. They had an opportunity to either get a higher chip certification, to improve on their methodology in terms of how they keep their private keys secured, on the way that they interact with the device. They had a lot of opportunity, and there's a lot of competitors out there that are taking advantage of that opportunity. My guess is because they already have a large market share, they didn't feel like they needed to improve on their security. They feel as though they're secure enough, so this is not a feature they needed to innovate on. They probably just took the feedback of the user experience sucks, so we just need to work on that and then leave everything else the same. I can see their point, but at the same time, if you're going to charge this much for a device, which we'll get to the price in a second, if you're going to charge this much for the device, you might as well have upgraded security so you have a real selling point of security. Because at the end of the day, this device should be designed for security, not for features, not for magnets, not for stackability. Security is the main thing here. So just my 2 cents on that. It's real disappointing that they didn't take advantage of that opportunity. Battery, it says here it can stay on for several months when left unused at a full charge. Qi wireless charging, cool. I mean, most smartphones have wireless charging. I never had a complaint with plugging in my hardware wallet. So I guess that's cool if you want to have a wireless charger. I don't think it's necessary, but it's a nice feature. I'll give them that. Size of a credit card. Dimensions are down here. Still using Bluetooth 5.2. Same exact thing as far as the transmission. It connects wireless via Bluetooth on the same as the Ledger Nano X, so there is no air gap. It is wireless, but it transmits over Bluetooth. As far as the system requirements, it's not going to be used for mining, but it's going to do everything that the Ledger Nano X can do in terms of amount of coins it can hold. It's the same processing, using it with Mac, using it with Linux, using it with Microsoft, whatever. That's all good and well. The curved and e-ink white screen, curved touchscreen, that's just a design preference. I'm sure it's nice, and I'm sure at some point I'm going to get when this comes out, I'll get a video or get a device that they'll send to me, and I'll do an unboxing and give you my opinion. They didn't update any new coin support or any new NFT support or really anything else. I mean, this literally does the same thing as the Ledger Nano X, so I want to make that clear that they didn't upgrade more coins. The only thing that you're getting different here is the form factor upgrade. So wireless charging, stackability, if that's something that you care about. I don't, but if you do, that's what you're paying for. Anything on a technical side or a coin support side or a staking side, anything like that, it's all the same. Which leads me into the next point. So this here is where they're doing a comparison across the board from Ledger. What's the difference between Ledger Stax, Nano X, Nano Plus? Again, everything is the same. Same app, same NFTs, same security chip. It's same in terms of Bluetooth as the Ledger Nano X. The only check marks that we're looking at here, just to reiterate, that's different is you have the lock screen, which you can customize with an NFT. Not bad. It's actually kind of cool. Curved e-ink touchscreen. Again, way better than the Ledger Nano X usability, so at least that's a massive upgrade. Wireless charging, cool. I've never had an issue plugging it in, but not bad. I guess it's nice to have. Embedded magnets. They're assuming that you're going to pay for multiple of these, so that you can buy one for each of your friends and family, and you can all stack your hardware wallets together, which kind of goes against my security ethos, so that doesn't really resonate with me, but maybe to some people it does. And this is e-ink, not OLED. It's obviously bigger. It is a full touch screen. It only works with smartphones on the Bluetooth. It doesn't do Bluetooth on a computer or anything like that. And then also does have a USB-C for charging, and if you want to use the desktop app, you can. So nothing new. Same exact chip, same exact 24-word recovery seed phrase, same pin, same everything. So here we get down to the price. $279. Basically, not more than, but basically double of the Ledger Nano X. And what do you get for that double price? Just those four things. Bigger touchscreen, put your NFT on there. Cool. In my opinion, that's not worth this price. If this is more of like a premium price tier. $279 is a premium price tier. if you're going to spend this much on a hardware wallet, you might as well go with the Engrave Zero. The biggest feedback that I get from people of why they don't like the Engrave Zero is just because it's at a higher price point, because it's a premium product that gives premium security and premium features. This is not giving you better security for the price. This is not giving you a better display for the price. It's not giving you more coin support for the price. All you're getting for double this price is something that's bigger, that you can touch, and you can display an NFT. In my opinion, if you want the best of the best, you can get Engrave, which if you haven't heard of it or you're unaware of it, check my link down in the description, and at the end of this video, I'll link to my most recent video I did on them. I've done tons of them. It's a far better product than this in my personal opinion, but this is $279. It's roughly $400 for the Engrave, and you're getting a higher quality all around. Security, coin support, usability, everything is far superior, in my opinion, on the Engrave, and you would just be spending a little bit extra here. To me, this isn't necessarily a good value. Now, granted, this is just my first impression of it. This isn't out till March of 2023. I'm filming this of December of 2022. So I will do an unboxing video when they send me one inevitably for free. I will give you my opinions then and see if it matches up to what I'm giving you now in terms of my opinion. But if I'm right now in the market for a hardware wallet, and I can either pre-order this and pay $279 and wait for 3 months, or spend maybe $100, $150 extra to get an Engrave now, that's a no-brainer for me, because that's a way superior product in terms of security and everything. And the one thing I want to reiterate here is, like, look, I understand features are important. Touchscreen, huge upgrade. NFTs, cool feature. Magnets and Qi wireless charging, nothing against it. But is it worth the price of almost double the Ledger Nano X? No. And if you're in this, if you can afford this, if this is in your price range, $279, just spring the extra $100, $150 and get the Engrave Zero. I promise you will not regret it. So those are my 2 cents. I'll leave both links down in the description if you want to check it out. I'm going to go ahead and link my video here on the Engrave if you are interested, which is my current favorite wallet of choice, but wanted to at least give an overview of my impressions of Ledger Stax. In the meantime, go ahead and click right here and watch my video on Engrave to get a better understanding of what your better option is. And for now, I will see you in that video. Crypto Renegade out.